Hi everyone, and welcome back to Movie News.
Non avrei mai immaginato che potesse accadere.
Wednesday, the TV series signed by Tim Burton and centered precisely on the famous character of Wednesday Addams, who for the occasion has the appearance of the very young Jenna Ortega. Under the eyes of Christina Ricci, the famous Wednesday of the 90s films and also a member of the cast of Wednesday, the actress born in 2002 gave life to an amazing performance, clearly appropriating the character and contributing substantially to the success of the series. With Wednesday, Jenna Ortega has rewritten the character of Wednesday Addams, returning an updated version destined to remain etched in the minds of viewers. In the same way, the actress took advantage of a very important springboard, obtaining premature but definitely deserved consecration with this role. Jenna thus enters the long list of young stars launched by Netflix, and if the present now seems very bright, the future ahead of the actress is truly extremely bright. So let's get to know the new Wednesday Addams better, with 7 curiosities that concern her and that tell both her career and various details of her personality. Anticipations to come. A beautiful trailer on Wednesday Season 2 has become famous on the web. Are you ready to see it?
Non avrei mai immaginato che potesse accadere. Io innamorata di lui. Non pensavo nemmeno che potessi provare qualcosa. L'amore, questo termine a me sconosciuto. È una sensazione nuova che stava crescendo in me, facendomi male. Desiderosa di baciarlo, di abbracciarlo. E poi ci siamo scambiati il nostro primo bacio d'amore.
Here we are. Of course we saw a short preview. You can see them whole in the YouTube channel of the voice actress and creator Giulia Segreti. She is a voice actress and actress. With her voice it brings strong emotions. She is Italian. In her videos you can also activate all the subtitles. Just go to the YouTube video options and then choose the language. We talked to Giulia. She uses her own voice in an innovative and particular way.
È vero, non hai avuto un buon esempio, ma hai imparato a mie spese che dagli errori si impara e si diventa persone migliori.
And she is popular on the web. She opens her self-titled YouTube channel and starts uploading audio readings of modern books in collaboration with male voice Baron Mark Keel. She also does commissioned audio readings from many female writers. Giulia and Baron are also a couple in real life. They met on the web.
Senza di lui la maggior parte del lavoro non era possibile. Ci siamo conosciuti attraverso la grande passione per il doppiaggio e per le letture.
Giulia was looking for a male voice for her projects, and then she learned that she was a neighbor. You have dubbed some important films and participated in various famous Italian TV programs. Giulia is also a Spotify artist. She realizes with her voice covers of her recited. She's a writer. She has acted in the theater in various shows and fairs. For some years she was also the speaker on the radio, and currently she is the voice of important radio commercials. Her voice is also on Audible. In fact, she also makes audiobooks. In short, she does many things in one day. She likes to tease with her voice and has managed to work with her voice. She loves animals, she loves being with her boyfriend. It's hard to sum up her life. I suggest you visit her YouTube channel. There you can hear and see her work, while her private life and her other passions can be seen on Instagram.
Io, insieme a voi, ho una lunga strada da percorrere. E mentre percorriamo insieme questa strada, altre persone si uniranno.
A typical day for a Wednesday fan. Wednesday is the Netflix TV series that is literally making the web explode and which bears Tim Burton's signature. Everyone is crazy about Wednesday Addams, which over the years we have seen in comics, series and films that also starred the iconic Christina Ricci, the same Christina Ricci who plays a very important role in the Netflix product. Jenna Ortega's Wednesday, who has the difficult task of replacing Christina Ricci in a series with Christina Ricci, is catapulted into the present day, into a world that is divided between real and virtual. The misunderstood who refuses to be understood is the undisputed protagonist, transporting us all into her singular universe, between cellos in the moonlight and proms that immediately become viral and iconic. On TikTok, in fact, videos are depopulating that have as their object reconstructions of the dance in question, in the Lady Gaga version, but also makeup tutorials to look like the protagonist of the TV series, reviews, curiosities and so on and so forth. As often happens with viral TV series, we poor viewers identify with the events and suddenly it's as if we woke up Wednesday Addams. We want to feel like Wednesday Addams, even if this means despising the world and its fussiness. But perhaps we were already doing this before, that's why the series affected us so much. In light of all this, we asked ourselves what are the characteristics of a Wednesday fan's typical day, and as usual we had no qualms about taking pen and paper and answering the bizarre question. The typical day for a fan of the Netflix TV series starring Jenna Ortega begins with the alarm clock in the morning, the dramatic sound heralds the end of the night, and the dreamlike absence of human contact. The alarm clock is obviously a simple piece of classical music on the piano, with a very low volume because waking up is already a difficult undertaking, doing it with any other sound would be unthinkable. After the necessary pit stop in that wonderful bubble of solitude that is the bathroom, caffeine is the first thing we need to be able to face the sunlight. A nice cup of hot black coffee, as the timeless Fiorella Manoio sings, a milestone of Italian music that many young people, taken by the TikTok fashions, perhaps do not know. Yes, we millennials like Wednesday too as we are approaching 30. We want to set this day in winter, because during the summer the fan of the Netflix show is in continuous mourning, not that fascinating mourning that Jenna Ortega's character would like so much. Also because in the summer the sun is high and arrogant, with hair sticking to your face with sweat, children who feel free to run around more freely, traffic, crowded beaches, crowded clubs, crowded streets, shadow absent. In short, summer is something we would just like to escape from by thinking about the beauty of the North Pole, and the luck of the penguins that inhabit those impervious and wonderful places. Unfortunately, the Wednesday fans we are talking about are as sad as their bank accounts, which forces them to work and, consequently, to have contact with the public. It is inevitable that certain subjects cause us to curse through gritted teeth several times during the day, hoping that a faithful helper like Mono will show up at any moment, even if only to help us teach yet another customer a lesson with a little smile on his make that he asks us for the umpteenth exception, which we cannot and do not want to make. But we have been customers for many years. The same years you would deserve in prison for unmotivated happiness and disturbing the public peace, for the simple fact of having decided to leave your home in the morning. Added to all this are colleagues, the deafening ringing phone, superiors, emails, Lyft tunes or, even worse, the hit list Italia playlist. The only thing that saves us is our common sense and the aforementioned crying bank account. If we add the approaching Christmas to this, our typical days are a wonderful mix between the funereal expression of Wednesday and the Christmas vein of the Grinch. Finally, however, the time has come for us to go home too. Our home is now cleansed of any colored object, as is our wardrobe purified of the happiest clothes. Even our Christmas sweater is in shades of black. It's nasty that in the photos of the dinner our grandchildren will think that in 2022 we didn't have color cameras yet. Obviously the first thing to do, after a nice cup of tea, black, is to rush in front of the TV for a quick rewatch of at least one episode of Wednesday. After all, what fans would we be if we didn't take drugs once a day of our latest television crush? Also because, in the end, we've all been Wednesday at least once in our lives. We have all felt cornered, not understood, undervalued, ignored. But in many cases we have had the stubborn persistence to continue being ourselves, with our quirks and that pinch of black humor that allows us to arrive unscathed at the end of each day. And it doesn't matter how many coffees it takes, how many reluctantly wake-up calls, forced smiles, held curses, crying spells in the bathrooms, runny mascara, crooked eyeliner, burnt coffee, ripped jeans. Also this evening, like every evening, we welcome the night as our favorite friend and, between one episode and another, we mix ourselves with someone else's stories looking for similarities, common habits, and distinctive features. Jenna Ortega's charity work. Despite her young age, the actress is very involved in social work and actively supports various charitable campaigns. In particular, Netflix's Wednesday Addams is one of the main faces of the UNAIDS Association, the program supported by the United Nations to fight AIDS. Jenna Ortega is an ambassador of this initiative, and for her this commitment is not only social, but also very personal. In fact, Jenna Ortega chose to support UNAIDS also in honor of her grandfather, who passed away precisely because of this disease. Through her social channels, the actress frequently publishes appeals and videos to support the campaign, very often also lending herself to other types of charitable initiatives.